Just very excited.
Rise of the Empire.
Oh, Rise of the Empire.
Okay. So 300 Rise of the Empire.
Rise of the Navy.
We just got done seeing. You haven't seen the first one.
I've never saw the first one. I don't want to see the first one now. I have no need to. I feel like it's kind of... The second one kind of spoiled it for me.
Right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, yeah.
Because it pretty much shows you all the dead people from the first one.
Right. I mean, I enjoyed that part. I liked seeing dead people.
I kind of figured that. So out of 10?
Out of 10, it's hard to say. I would say 5 or 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 at best.
Okay.
Only because...
Still better than what I think.
Booby scene.
Okay.
You got to give 1 or 2 points for that.
Yes, tits are always good.
Tits are always good. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of killing.
Okay.
What else? The speeches are what killed it. That killed the rating. If they just shut up and just killed, I would enjoy it.
Yeah, there was a little too much talking for my liking.
A little too much talking.
I'm going to go with a 4 out of 10.
4? I know you were debating that. You were saying you were going to give it like a little lower score, but I'm impressed with 4.
Yeah, because the fighting was good. Mm-hmm. The action was good. That part, I didn't like the talking.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you caught that during the movie. I kind of...
doze off a little bit there?
Doze off during
like
the talking
minutes,
every time. So for me, it was just a 30-minute fighting scene.
It reminded me a lot of Lord of the Rings with all the talking. I kind of felt like that. And I don't want to spoil too much of the movie. But it was pretty much... What's up?
Gollum was in it?
Gollum was in it.
Is that why you didn't want to spoil it?
I didn't want to spoil it. Because that's what reminded me of Lord of the Rings. That, the talking, and the fighting. And this movie just seemed it was all Navy-based. It was all ships. I don't know how they made these ships so fast. Literally that fast and that many.
So now, would you see this again? Would you buy it, rent it, anything?
I would definitely not.
Okay.
I do not recommend anybody to spend, especially we spent, what, $11 a ticket to see it in 3D?
Oh, yes, the 3D part.
I mean, the previews, no offense to whoever made the movie, Zack Snyder or whatever, the previews seem better in 3D than this 3D movie was 3D.
This was post-production, I think they would call it 3D, where it's not shot in 3D. They do it afterwards.
So that would be considered, is that fake 3D? Or is
real
that,
fake 3D.
Oh, real fake 3D.
Real fake 3D.
The glasses make it feel real, though.
Yeah, the glasses made it feel real.
And then the titty part, which that's what got me, the boobs, why the hell couldn't they put that in 3D?
I think it was
in the theater?
My Bloody Valentine years back.
That was
like one of the first 3Ds that came out like during the new 3D
Okay,
stuff.
this is, yes.
So a couple
4 or 5 years ago, right.
There's a girl that comes running towards the camera completely naked in full 3D. That was real 3D. That was good 3D. That was full naked 3D.
I'll have to watch that again.
So you pretty much done with this.
I'm done with this movie. If you own a 3D TV, don't rent, buy, borrow this movie at all. I would not do that.
I'm sorry if you own a 3D TV.
Oh, yeah. I had to
still
put that
way
out there.
too much. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the second one. First one wasn't bad.
If you have $11 to spend, go to Chipotle twice and get 2 burritos. I would rather...
and they got TVs there. I think you can watch movies on.
Yeah, that's true. Much better than this. I mean...
So now at this point, we're going to pretty much start spoiling it. So if you don't want to see anything, spoils.
Yeah, spoils come.
Get out.
Here it comes.
So it starts with...
It starts where it left off. It starts with all
the dead people.
The dead people.
From the first movie, just, horses walking over dead people.
Yeah, I like that.
Flatty McChest, no chest.
No chest.
She talked, and then that was it for me for the first 20 minutes.
Right.
Of that part. Then they had... We'll just get to the first battle scene. So...
The first battle scene I thought was intense. I liked that. That was the land-based scene. It was an actual... That's what you're talking about?
Did they fight in the land? I guess I slept
they
in
fought.
the part.
You did fall asleep right in the beginning, yeah.
Okay, so...
Because she starts narrating. She keeps going on and on and on about just shut up. I don't even understand half the stuff she's saying.
Alright, so...
Because at this point, they didn't show her titties yet. So I wasn't really paying attention.
What did you think of the first land battle that I didn't see?
The first land battle was great. I thought that was... that excited me. I thought, okay, here comes a great movie. And then once they started talking, I realized that it's all going downhill from here.
All right, so I guess when I woke up, they did the first ocean battle.
Navy battle, right.
Yes, so this is where it became Boat Wars. 300, the Boat Wars edition. What shocked me about this part was, don't get me wrong, it looked nice. It was all fancy. Their strategy. So, I mean, this is like kind of olden days.
Right.
But apparently... They start with ramming speed.
I know where you're going, yeah.
Ramming speed. And then...
from dead stop.
Yes, from dead stop.
To ramming speed. Now, there's no motors. In case you don't know, there's no motors now. It's all rowing, mostly by slaves.
Yeah,
or volunteers from
and this is like the worst hurricane like ever. Like Godzilla smacked his tail on the ground or in the water, everywhere.
Waves
wherever.
all over the goddamn place.
But they go right through it. Right, but then the second part of the strategy is kind of what throws me off now.
The part I hope this is what you're talking about. When they ram it, they go through the ship. Okay. They get stuck. So what does he yell out? What would you do if you were in charge? Reverse. Put that bitch in reverse somehow.
That's kind of what I'm not sure if I missed it. Like, see, I know I slipped through a little bit, but did they talk about how they do reverse?
No.
Okay, this just happened.
It's just they were able to reverse back and then again full throttle.
Okay.
Ram it again.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't the only one that saw that. They have ramming speed and reverse on these boats.
Capable, yes.
So that was that.
That was unbelievable.
Then they talked again.
And of course, that was another. What, 20 minutes of talking? It must have been at least. It must have been. I know you fell asleep.
Yeah,
I was playing on my phone trying to figure out something better to do with my time. But
no, you didn't send me the text during that. You sent me the text. Mind you, you sit next to me sending me a text as I'm sleeping.
Yeah, there's too many speeches.
What was the second boat scene?
Again, you know what? They're so similar. It's really the same.
Yeah, I was kind of a little disappointed with the boats fighting every single second.
Right, I expected
there should have been a little bit more. Oh, the second one was when they got them in the valley, or somehow they disappeared.
Oh, that's right. The fog. They made fog appear.
They made fog appear,
and then they tricked them into going to the fog because, like a smart leader does, you go straight into fog.
So, mind you, they have like rafts against these cruise ships, pretty much.
Right. Greece has rafts.
Yes.
And Persia has these amazing ship vessels with lion heads.
But Greece also has David Blaine. That's how these ships disappeared
it must
in this valleyway, and somehow they're up top ready to attack. And then they crash, kill everyone, and then we're back to talking.
Right, back to talk. So the Persians have this girl. I don't know her name. I forget her name. Tits are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, because this comes up to the really good talking part, which I was awake for.
This is what you're awake for.
Yeah, I did like this part.
And I love their character, only because the one black guy, well, there's a couple black guys. The one black guy is not a slave in the movie. Saved this girl's life. Did you see this part? She was getting raped and killed and beaten by all the
yeah, we picked her up from the street.
Picked her up from the street, yes, right. Yes. I mean, they didn't show him raping her. I'm sure he did, but
he picked her up from the street.
Picked her up from the street, and trained her and taught her everything she knows.
It's almost like a poor man's Batman.
Right. It's again just like Lord of the Rings. That reminds me very similar of.
I'll probably watch that one day to find out what
you gotta watch that out, yeah.
Oh wait, no. Xerxes is the gold guy, right?
The gold guy, right? The king.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's Xerxes. I don't really know.
I don't know the name.
Yeah. Okay. So the gold guy.
Right. He's
gold member.
He's the son of the king, who was in the first one. I'm assuming.
I don't know if it's the same. I thought it was the same guy. Maybe I was wrong.
Captain Spaulding guy. He looks like Captain Spaulding. He was bald, had the beard.
True.
Right.
I'm gonna go gold member still.
And what's that guy's name? The guy in Greece, the Sophocles, whatever his name is.
John Travolta.
John Travolta uses his Hawkeye power from X-Men from Marvel and is able to shoot that bow.
Oh my God! I totally forgot about this.
He fights with a sword throughout the whole movie. He's fighting with a sword and shield like goddamn Captain America, killing everybody with his fucking shield. So
mind you, during all these scenes, this is like the worst storm ever that's going on.
Wind, rain, everything. Yeah.
For at least a month or 12.
Right.
This storm just continues on. So, this is like the beginning. He shoots the bow through everything.
Everything. We're talking about distance.
Yeah. There's some distance on this.
And he's able to look right at the guy's eyes and able to see that's the guy he's looking at. Or he's just shooting.
Yeah, it's one of the two. Guy, pure luck, or he knew what he was doing. So then they flash back to that. Okay. Right. Then the sex and the talking. Then I think it's the last scene now, right? The last big boat battle.
So there's 3 boat battles. The first 2 we see, that they end the movie kind of on the third one. They kind of lead it off where you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know. Just because.
You kind of know, because who.
But here's my thing before we're completely jumping to the end.
Okay.
On that third boat battle, the guy standing there, and she decides, I can do this too.
Yeah, she was like the best fighter out of the whole Sparta.
Well, not even the fight yet. She takes the bow, shoots, gets him in the leg.
Right, okay.
Okay, so now he's standing there like, what the fuck just happened? What's going on? So a second arrow comes. I don't know if he remembers.
Now I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he noticed the second arrow, because I'm starting to I'm kind of getting into it a little bit now, just because so much is going on. So now he gets shot a second time. But now I know for a fact he knows where it's coming from.
So he stands in the same spot as what you're going to get into. Okay.
Because, I mean, what's the chances? Right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. There's no way you're making
because of the storm. I mean, come on. How are you going to hit me?
There's no way you're going to do 3 in a row. Right. She shot him. 3rd time.
Under the belly button, around that pubic area, I think it
Killed him. Definitely killed him.
And then on the 3rd time.
Yeah, the 3rd time.
Was into the chest?
Yeah, that's the one that killed him.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So now he's dead. 3 shots. I mean, you would think he would move after the second one, but I guess he was right. You know, no way he's going to get the third.
Again, she's another one who had that Hawkeye ability, was able to see very far.
Apparently, I guess back in this time, Hawkeye ability is guaranteed.
Well, you know, they didn't have iPods and 3D TVs and bullshit fake 3D movies.
So they just had Hawkeye comics.
Right. Well, that and they didn't have, you know, their eyes were fine.
Oh,
when you
okay,
watch
that's
a
true.
fake, you pay $11 and see a bullshit fake 3D movie.
Yeah, we probably just ruined their eyes a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely. I know I did.
Then they had their fight. Main character, I forgot his name already.
Yeah.
And the girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somehow. I guess they called on like a million other boats come by with the upside down V for Vendetta.
That's right.
So.
Well, they're able. I mean, they had nothing else to do but make boats in this town.
There was
no
nothing
jobs.
else.
There's no Facebook.
And then that's when they cut it off, and it's just the cartoon fighting.
And again, I told you at the end of the movie, the cartoon fighting is worth sitting through. If you can catch any part of that movie, the sex scene, the boobs, and the cartoon scene, and you're good.
Yeah.
Not worth
sure.
$11, but
I mean, after kind of talking about this, I'll bump mine up. 4.5.
You would?
4.5. I'll give it 4.5.
Now, what made you bump it up? Was it the cartoon part, the sex scene, or the bullshit?
The fighting was good.
Okay.
I mean, it was the same thing over and over.
I also like the terrorist.
Oh,
You know I
yes.
like the fucking terrorist. That was great.
I totally forgot about that. The Ninja Turtle looking guy.
Turtles, they sent those like 5 or 6 people in the water with just Ninja Turtle shells. We had no idea what was going on there. They're shooting them with bow and arrows, and all of a sudden,
Then
I don't want to ruin it.
Turns around, gives a stink eye, and, you know.
Boom. It was great. I kind of feel like she should have just stuck with that plan. She could have saved. How many boats would you have saved and lives you would have saved if you just had like 50 kamikaze soldiers just
Going right over
there?
Yeah, they probably could have stopped that real quick.
Especially with her Hawkeye ability to shoot that fire boat.
Oh, yeah, she knew right away.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm still sticking behind my 5.5, 6 out of 10. I would not see it again.
Nah.
But I mean, if you have kids, definitely bring your kids to see this movie. They'll love it. They'll love you for it, I think.
Wait, which movie? The Lego movie, right?
No, the 300.
Oh, 300.
Oh, man.
Wait, why are the kids going to like it?
I mean, it's got to be for kids. I mean, I didn't fucking enjoy it. Someone has to fucking enjoy
That's
it.
true.
I mean, people go to see it. They talk about it like crazy. Was it all hype?
I guess.
All right, well, I guess we'll end it here.
Yeah, that's good enough for me for now.
All right, guys, take care.
Later.